Here to mix it up is our panel, host of the Young Turks, Cenk and Republican strategist Brent Littlefield. The pleasure to see you both. Brent, what do you think?
Well, you know, look, I deal with campaign finance laws every day of the week with the kind of work that I do. And quite frankly, they're crazy. Whether it's federal laws or state laws, they're all crazy. And trying to regulate these things, I mean, the politicians never get it right. They're trying to regulate themselves. They're not going to do it right. You know, why don't we just change the way the rules work and let people contribute money, unlimited or however they want to contribute it to their candidates, and just disclose to people where the money's coming from instead of having pages and pages and pages of campaign finance rules that never work anyway.
Yeah, Cenk, I mean, what's wrong with actually just disclosing that Senator so-and-so is sponsored by the NRA and represents the NRA's agenda? We can all look at it. We'll have another politician from the Sierra Club, and we all know what's going on, and we all know the politicians are trying to hide it from us, and we all know that's the problem. And this kind of really brings it home, does it not, Cenk?
Well, it does, Dylan, and NRA exemption was ridiculous and pathetic, but believe it or not, I actually support I would have taken the deal, let me put it that way.
Why?
And I'll tell you why, okay? First, the reason it's pathetic is the Democrats are letting their biggest, you know, the guys who donate the most against them.
I think our audience can see how pathetic this is. Don't waste your oxygen.
Okay, now the reason I would have taken it is because, look, they're going to use it as a backdoor way of killing this bill, and this bill is incredibly important, and I couldn't disagree with Brent more. See, Brent loves this. He thinks, fantastic, now corporations get to take over politics.
Don't speak for Brent. Speak for Joe. He's going to get his chance. But
well,
go ahead, Cenk. We'll see what he thinks in a second. Finish your thought.
No, the problem is I want this. The core of the bill is so important. I would have done the deal. Look, sometimes you just got to make a deal and move on with your life. I would have come back for the NRA later. But as it is now, it's killed. We're not going to get to see anybody's disclosure. And corporations are going to get to spend unlimited amount of money.
Do you agree with that, Brent? That this ultimately was a way to kill the bill, and now we have the Wild West in secret at the expense of the future of our country?
Well, look, whether it was a deal to kill the bill or not, the fact of the matter is the Wild West we've seen over the last at least 15 years I've been involved in this type of politics, over 20 years involved in politics in general, is the stuff that the labor unions are shoveling. And I'm sure my friend on the other side has been the beneficiary of that in terms of unregulated money, backroom deals, secret things happening. I've been fighting that for 20 years.
I don't have enough time for it. If you're going to tell, you know what? You can say labor unions. I'll say NRA. You can say pharmaceutical company. I'll say Sierra Club. The fact of the matter is small groups of money are trying to manipulate our government in secret. I'm trying to get your sense of why it is we wouldn't want a piece of legislation that forces every small group, the lefty group, righty group, green people, white people, the Mickey Mouse fans, whoever they are, to actually show people like myself and you guys who are political observers and journalists in this country who's giving money to who.
Well, that's why I said earlier, why don't we just change the law, let everybody contribute, and let every single person know where the money's coming from.
But my point is, the Supreme Court do that. Why can we not get the Congress to pass a law that now forces it all to be disclosed? And was this sort of screw job a way to basically prevent any real disclosure?
You know, I really don't think it was. I think the Democrats were trying to squeeze something through, and they're cutting backroom deals. It seems like business as usual. And I think, like you said at the beginning, Dylan, it backfired on them. All right, and I don't think it worked.
We'll see if we actually get a real.
Well, what's wrong with disclosure? But Brent, you never answer the question. It's not. We're not saying you can't spend money. All we're saying is tell us who's spending it, and you won't answer why that's a problem.
I actually, if you were listening to me, I said at the beginning of the segment that I thought we should let all money be disclosed and let anybody contribute however much they want to any candidate and have it all be disclosed.